Hello, my name is Dasko, and I'm auditioning for the role of young Tony the Yugoslav in the highly anticipated cinematic masterpiece Wogboy 3, Fully Sick, Still No License. Let's begin. Oi, listen up, you fucking malakas! For tonight we're gathered like the great philosophers of old, except instead of talking about the meaning of life, we're arguing about movies like a bunch of kangaroo at the pub. What cruel injustice is this? That some of the best performances in history have been forgotten, ignored, shafted. Like when your nonna spends all day cooking and some dropkick in-law wanker asks for Maccas instead. These actors, these legends, they give it everything. And what do they get? Fuck all. Not even a pat on the back. Just like when I helped my cousin move his house and he didn't even get me a kebab to finish. But tonight, we'll fix this injustice. We stand up like the proper men, like my Uncle Stavros when he hears someone say that he don't like olives. And we fight for the most underrated performance of all time. But beware, my friends, for among us there is a snake, a grifter, a fucking gypsy, a saboteur crafter that any yah-yah smuggling of food into a cinema would know. This sneaky bastard has one job, to mess up without getting caught. Will we find them? Or will we get played harder than my dad when he bought a genuine Rolex from the markets? Only time will tell. Now let's get stuck in before my blood pressure gets any higher. As tonight, as always, I'm joined by...
Liam.
James.
Paulos Mykonos.
Yes, so tonight
Bloody
we are...
hell.
That was very unconvincing as that character that you're trying to play.
No, he nailed it.
Oh, that was quite good. Fucking gypsy.
fucking gypsy dog.
I don't think we can say that word.
That's fine. They don't have podcast equipment.
They don't have a country to stand on. But tonight we are talking about the most underrated performance of all time.
Who?
Well, we're going to get to that, Paul.
No, I said eh.
Oh.
Is like a grunt of affirmation.
Oh, So to open up the selection process, as we normally do here, Liam, what is your pick?
I'll pick John Bernthal as the Punisher.
Is that the original film one? Just to double check.
No, that is the
the
Daredevil
newest
TV
one.
show.
Ah, yes.
Are you talking about
I
specifically
forgot
his
about
performance in the Daredevil show
Same
or in
character.
the... Okay.
That
There's
is
different performances
He
though.
won nothing.
That is true.
I'm just going to put
But
down...
the hearts of young fans.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to put down that I'm going to rewatch that one because I completely forgot about him.
Currently rewatching.
Wow. There we go.
Currently rewatching. Very, very good still.
Yes.
I need to watch.
The Disney version's coming out.
I know, I'm excited.
And fun fact about it, I heard about what the script was going to be,
So did I.
and I'm so fucking glad that they didn't go ahead
Yeah,
with that.
sounds
Otherwise,
shit.
I would have been pissed off. They were just going to kill everyone off screen.
They were going to retcon
Oh,
everything.
I saw that. Yeah, they're going to kill like Foggy and whatever.
interesting,
Off,
right.
Yeah, nah.
No, it's just like
That's
everyone.
just bad writing.
No, 100%.
Well, no, it's just like
Everyone
everyone.
chat for foggers.
Like you put it up on, and the audience is rooting for you to make
Yeah.
just a perfect show.
Absolutely.
And they just come out straight away, just going, "No, we're just going to kill off your 3 favorite characters behind the scenes," and then they're going to make Daredevil focus mostly on being a lawyer.
Wow,
don't hate
that's
it.
that's the best part of
Yeah.
Daredevil.
I don't hate the lawyer.
I love a lawyer
But
show.
he's going to
Suits
show,
is great.
like he's never going to wear the suit until the last 2
Yeah, see,
episodes
that's
of the
stupid.
series.
That's very Madam Web.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. So that is.
We've already had that though, where he kind of, he's wearing just like scrap that he found in his basket for
Yeah.
his suit, and then he actually.
I do
gets
have to say
something
that
good.
Netflix did fucking kick ass with that
Oh, yeah.
Daredevil show.
That was really
Yeah.
good. It
Like
was very good.
yet again a trope of all fucking cinema and everything. The hallway scene
Oh, awesome.
when
Oh,
they're
they're great.
fighting
They're
in
fucking awesome.
Daredevil.
I feel like that pulled a lot of people in.
Yeah.
You need to watch it.
Yeah.
This fight is cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
you watch it for the hallway scene.
anytime there's a hallway scene in a film, it's just a must.
You know it's
watch.
gonna be good. You know, a lot of death is gonna occur. Here.
Oh, yeah.
Life is gonna be grand.
Yeah, so
It's
it's
not
just
for
like
them.
it's like a tick off. It's like you got to have a Wilhelm screen,
Yep.
fucking a hallway fight.
I want to see some dude get kicked in the knee.
Yeah.
It goes slightly the wrong direction. We hit it like
Ugh. So James, what is your selection?
I am choosing Brad Pitt's portrayal as
Oh,
Chad
you son of a
Feldheimer
bitch.
in Burn After Reading.
yeah, good pick, dude.
Do have to say though that film is very hard to watch. Like
It's chaotic.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
It's
Have
amazing,
you
though.
seen it?
No.
It's very good. It's a Coen Brothers film.
I've
It's
seen
fantastic.
the end of his character.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Wait.
But no, like the whole film, when my friends told me to start watching it, I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, you never do.
And then I'm just like, oh, it's the brothers. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Coen Brothers in. Since I take it that was going to be your pick as
It was
well.
on my. It was high up on my list. It was.
Yeah.
I had like one or two that I was going to go for, depending. So now we'll go for the other one.
Yes.
Which is Jake Gyllenhaal's portrayal as Lewis Bloom in Nightcrawler.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's a good one too.
It's only if we count major nom, if we just count Academy Awards, it got nominated for Best Screenwriting, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Crazy movie.
It's fucking mental.
It was
and it
intense.
just keeps getting worse.
Yeah. I think that was one of those movies where once I finished, I just sat there for a bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo, it messes with you.
Yeah.
So that and Prisoners.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because
He was good in that, too.
yeah. Well, him and Hugh
Jackman was terrifying.
Hugh Jackman was one of my backups. But
that.
if you haven't watched Prisoners,
It's fucked.
it is.
It's on my list.
It's a Denis Villeneuve movie.
I know. That's
You
why
love
I love
him.
Denis Villeneuve.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Okay, I will watch it.
And it's great if you watch it with someone else
Okay.
who hasn't watched it, and you watch how the two of you
I can organise that.
yeah, with your significant other.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Just call me James.
Yeah. So with that, shit.
Do we both take
Just
your
cross
answer?
the whole front
No,
page.
no.
It's just
So-
it's all Jake Gyllenhaal movies.
No.
You got
Not
Life.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
You've got
Life.
I am. No,
I was going to
no.
say, why the fuck would you have that?
So the first
Very
one
rated.
is off because Liam doesn't like car racing games or
What?
TV shows.
What, you say
or
Gran
movies.
Turismo?
Anything that's car related, he doesn't like.
Turismo.
What? No, you can put your cars.
I was gonna do. I'll do backups in a
Owen
second.
Wilson,
Owen Wilson
as
in
Cars.
Cars.
Owen Wilson in
Get your
cars.
hands off me, jerk off. I didn't touch your daughter.
I didn't touch your drawer, jerk off.
I am
You
going.
call me the R word?
I am going to pick Jonah Hill from the movie Moneyball.
Oh,
Interesting.
great call.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's one of my
Because-
favorite movies.
Yeah.
I'll get to it in a second.
Great movie.
Why I picked it. Did you have any backups, sir?
Fuck yeah. So one of my backups was Jonah Hill
Yep.
in
Super.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of good
It's-
performances of Wolf of Wall Street.
We've all gone very different directions, but the same actor.
I also had Andrew Garfield in No Way Home.
That's
yeah.
also Hacksaw Ridge as
oh,
well. He's
yeah.
good in
Oh,
that.
he
Hacksaw
was-
Ridge is really
Yeah,
good.
it was really good.
Paul
I had
Dano
to
in The
convince
Riddler.
Paul to watch
Oh, yeah.
Hacksaw
Yeah, I
Ridge.
think he did a really good job.
He was very good.
I'm just going to make note of that. The Paul is trying to copy whatever I'm saying.
No, you said it wrong and I mocked you for it.
What did I say?
Hacksaw Ridge.
Okay.
It's Hacksaw.
And I thought I'd jump on it because it's
I like
funny.
Rick Shaw.
Rickshaw Ridge.
Ridge.
James, did you have any?
I did.
different ridge.
Melania Trump's performance in trying to present that she loves her husband.
Fucking
Sorry.
fumble that.
Yeah, I really did. Melania Trump pretending that she loves her husband.
That is a good underrated performance.
Yes.
Yeah, don't think she could trump that performance.
Boo. Kill yourself.
No, but you got to
2011.
think. You got
Allegedly.
you got to think that poor woman has given birth to her like a child with him.
Couple of them.
Imagine standing next
least
to
one.
I
At
think
least
it's,
one.
I think it's
Is it
only
just one?
That big
I don't know.
behemoth
Yeah,
kid that
yeah,
got him
yeah.
re-elected. He's
He's
huge.
fucking like
He's
6'7".
a big boy.
And like
Jesus.
the only reason why he got elected is because he was in charge of his dad's social media campaign, going, "Hey, you need to go on Joe Rogan during this period while she's on this podcast
Right.
and do all this other kinds of stuff. You need to be on TikTok. You need to be on Insta doing
If
this."
it works, it works.
and
Right?
it worked.
Yeah, apparently it worked.
And here's this Elon Musk
He was the
guy.
one.
And
He
now
was-
he's bought TikTok back.
Yeah.
Good on him.
What
Yeah.
a visionary.
What a guy.
Paul, did you have any backups?
Well, in the topic of, I had Jonah Hill in Dogs of War.
Another great film.
I know.
See, I went through and Jonah Hill. There was
Jonah, he's
so
done some
many.
good shit. I also had.
What happened to Jonah, man?
He
he went from ha
He did a
to...
weird movie
Ugh.
about his therapist. Did you see that
Yeah.
I
one?
did see that, yeah.
He's also great in Don't Look Up.
It's on my list. I
Yeah.
just feel like it's going to piss me off.
It does piss you off.
I think it's supposed to.
I know
That's
it's
the
meant to,
point.
but it's like, I don't want to be.
Yeah, that's fair.
I also had Shia LaBeouf in Fury,
Okay.
and I had Sam Rockwell in Charlie's Angels.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does kill that. But
comes out
I'm
of
pretty sure
nowhere.
that's like wildly agreed that he
It's
smashes
Pretty
it. yeah.
rated. Yeah.
It's just Sam Rockwell, though.
So,
in anything.
I love him.
Yeah.
so I had Chris Hemsworth in Rush.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah, that was
yeah.
James Hunt.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the other one who I had was Jesse Plemons.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
in everything
he's
he
in
does.
everything that he does. I always just, the moment I see him, like The Irishman, he's also
He's knockoff Mac Damon.
Todd in Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Like Game Night, the cop that just had his wife left in.
That was actually a
Like,
really good movie.
Yeah.
Game
Yeah, it
Night
was
was
actually.
surprisingly
Yeah.
a good movie.
But like,
How is
He's
that?
a scary guy.
yeah, there's one at the moment that like I just watched recently, and the only reason why I didn't pick him is because he's just in so many things, and
Yeah.
the moment you're like, okay, wait, which one is it?
Yeah.
But he's in the Civil War film where it's about.
Breaking Bad spoilers. That scene where he pulls the gun out and
Yep.
shoots the kid.
Oh,
that
fuck, yeah.
fucked me up for
Yeah.
a while because I was so unprepared for
Yeah,
it.
it just kicks you in the dick every
Yeah.
time he's on the screen.
Oh,
It just
he's fucked.
him in The Irishman, him in American Made, all these films.
Oh.
He just plays these little background characters
Yeah.
that just have a pivotal part in the whole entire show or
That's
movie.
okay. The kid's gonna go. The kid's gonna go now. He's seen our face. What? Bang!
Well, the kid did technically go to heaven.
The kid definitely went.
Yeah.
Friday Night Lights. I was like, I know there's something else I've seen him in.
Friday Night
He's
Lights?
in Killers of the Flower Moon. He is a he's a
Oh yeah. It's
he's-
the,
he's
yeah.
fucked.
The most recent, I think it's Civil
really
War.
good.
Civil War.
Civil
Yeah.
War
Yeah,
is very
and
similar.
he
What
just
kind of American are you?
yeah that. And the worst thing is that he's so method in the
Oh,
way
yeah.
you just like the moment he's on the screen, you just believe that he is that person,
Yeah,
and he
100%.
just.
But he can do it like because he's in Battleship, and you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, he's just like just a goofy Navy guy, and then you see something like Civil War, and you're like, you're gonna shoot me in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he literally shoots someone in the face in
Just a
Breaking Bad.
child.
He's married
So-
to Mary Jane
Watson,
Which one?
Kirsten Dunst.
OG. Yeah, Kirsten Dunst. Yeah.
Oh, that's probably why he was in Civil War then.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rampage Unite.
Yeah, because
they
she's
were-
in that. That's actually a
Because
pretty,
they were
pretty
in
spooky
watch
film.
it.
they were in a season of Fargo together.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Far out.
But yeah, it's very spooky because it's if you watch
This
it,
is war journalism, isn't it?
it's war journalism about an American
Civil War,
president
yeah.
who essentially does martial law,
Tight.
but does it legally, and like as in like goes, hey, we're just going to deploy military to these specific cities that are in the opposition to us, and then it's just, oh yeah, martial law is just going to happen, but only in those specific places, and then all the elected officials are just going to like have to
Go away now.
Yeah.
Simpsons predicted it again.
So on to the next segment of us arguing why.
Was
our
that all
choices
you
are
had?
good. I had other ones.
Yeah.
Edward Norton in Primal Fear, but I don't know if anyone's seen Primal Fear.
I like Edward Norton now.
Yeah, essentially a child
glass onion.
that gets charged with murdering a priest, and
No loss.
What did the priest do though?
Bloody
exactly.
Uno reverse card here.
He did some diddling.
Did he touch his no square?
Oh.
but it's got the pretty woman, the guy that's in it that trains the prostitute to be good. What's his name?
Oh, freaking yeah.
Nick.
Nolte.
He's essentially the defense lawyer, and he's trying to get the kid off the murder charge.
Ugh.
And then the whole entire time, he starts seeing through the kid's lies,
Very
and then
foreign choice
gets
of-
Sounds
him,
very Lincoln lawyer.
gets him very close to it, but gets him off the murder charge. And then the end of the film, which I'll probably say that none of you are going to end up watching it,
No.
but
No.
he's a sociopath, and he did do everything and didn't do it because of all this stuff. He was the one who instigated all the acts.
Oh my God, he was
all this
just
stuff.
doing it,
He was
yeah.
just doing it so he could kill him.
Just fucking priests.
Yeah.
I remember
So-
watching on total side note, on that kind of a flip. I was watching this British crime show, and they were trying to chase down like a murder that had happened 10 or 12 years ago, and they're interviewing this like group of guys who were up there for like a lads weekend, and there's one guy,
You've talked about this before.
yeah,
No, on this podcast.
okay, well, never mind, right,
Well, speaking of a murder
Relatively
story,
recently. That's all.
okay,
remember that whole murder thing that happened at Stockton Beach?
yeah,
The girl?
Yeah.
I only found out a couple
What?
of years ago. Well,
What?
the
When?
girl, the Heath Ledger film?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that happened at Stockton Beach.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
That movie fucked me up.
Yeah. We had to watch it at school.
Yep. Fucking hated it.
Yep. They like made us watch, and the kid from Cheese TV was in it.
Yep.
His career was ruined after that.
And I don't like him anymore.
Yeah.
oh,
He did it bad.
in the movie or in real life?
Well, I don't know. I was young. The same thing. I fucking reset
What
him.
on earth? What on earth are you on about?
Oh, have you not seen this movie?
No.
Oh, there was a real murder that happened where a couple of unfavorable gentlemen participated in a sex act with a girl who was not interested,
Oh,
and then they
Right.
proceeded to throw her off a cliff.
Oh, lovely.
and she died. And then there was a bunch of teens just backing each other, and then one of them caved, and then it all got unraveled. That it was the whole friend group that did it.
Her name was Lily.
Yeah, it's very sad because it's a real story.
Yeah.
Right.
But that movie
And
was
this happened
fucked.
at our beloved Stockton Beach.
Yeah.
Very close to home.
And it's like very
Damn.
graphic. And they were
Yeah, it
like,
was
we
really
have
bad.
to watch this. And I'm like, got to the point, and all the guys are just getting very, very uncomfortable. And all the girls are getting very, very
Yeah.
uncomfortable. But it's like 7 gentlemen taking
Yeah.
part in it.
Yeah,
And you watched this in school?
Yeah,
Yes.
when we were like in year 7 or 8.
Oh, right.
it was in the rape is bad class.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think
Good class.
Did you guys take
Yeah.
that one?
No.
No, we went to we went to a private school.
Sorry.
No, we took murder bad.
We went to a private school. We're told how to get away with it by being rich.
We were at a Catholic school.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Private school too.
Yeah, we're private school.
Yeah, but this is a shit private school.
No, he just audited the class.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Audited.
All right, so I'm not going to France this week, so I guess you're all getting audited.
No.
But yeah, so the next part after we've done our backups, we are going to go to the reason why you have picked your underrated performance.
I like John.
Yeah?
He's a nice man. He's a very heartfelt individual. He seems like a nice fella. And then he plays a character like Frank Castle, the Punisher, which is a man that really struggles with the line between empathy and murder. He is very intense when he's on screen. He doesn't communicate without killing someone.
So, the only other thing I've seen him in is The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else is he in? I know there's one where he
Wolf of
throws
Wall
the
Street.
wall.
Street.
Wall Street.
He's in
The
Ford
Bear?
versus Ferrari.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
in
true.
The Bear.
He's in The Bear.
Very
He's
minor
yeah.
roles.
He's
Yeah.
kind of been in a lot recently.
He's so
Yeah,
funny
he's
in
a
The Bear.
Because I was
He's a
just
really
like, you
good
just
actor.
said like he's a nice guy, and I'm like, wait, the only things I've seen him, he's like a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Well, he's a dick in The Bear.
I can fuck your wife better, Rick.
100%. But yeah, he's just got that, like, he's not an especially big guy.
Yeah.
But he's got this really intimidating presence of you feel like you're face to face with the
Yeah.
Goliath. Like, you've got people who, like the guy who played the Mountain, that Thor guy.
Yeah.
He's just a huge presence, but he doesn't really have that aggression and that
He's just a big
fierceness.
guy.
He's
Yeah.
just big.
He doesn't have the riz.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
He doesn't have that dog in him.
Yeah.
you know, but it's like what's his name from Terminator 2? Like not a big
Yeah,
guy,
yeah, exactly.
but just intimidating.
Oh, Patrick Ryan.
Patrick Ryan, yeah.
Well, it's just like Arnold Schwarzenegger in number 1. Like he only had like 2
Yeah.
lines in the whole film.
True.
Yeah.
But just the way you could see the
Suck my
emotion
dick.
in his body. The same with your guy. He just like
He's just there.
and also like the moment he walks in the room, it almost looks like the whole scene gets like 4 or
Yeah.
5 shades darker.
Absolutely.
Like, but it doesn't actually change. You just look at him. It's like
He's like when
100%.
Gandalf gets angry in Lord of the Rings when like Bilbo's
Yeah.
trying to hide the ring. It's like, I'm not trying to take it from you.
Yeah, he's just a very big presence. His action scenes are fantastic.
Yeah.
The fights between him and Daredevil are very interesting because you can tell Daredevil has like a little twinge of superpower to him, but Frank just shoots him in the leg. And it's just kind of like, where's your hearing now, mate? I've got guns in this small room.
I did see the fight he
Yeah.
did with all the dudes in the gym.
Yes.
And he's just hitting guys
Yeah.
with dumbbells.
Yes.
And you're like, oh,
yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Smacking guys.
And
Smacking
But yeah,
guys.
then you take all that and then you go back to the origin of him where he's just a normal person before all his entire persona is shattered into I just want to kill people. And you get that classic wait, no.
Yeah.
That and
Yeah.
you can see he's like tearing up and really crumbling because he's just reliving that trauma. But yeah, I thought it was just a really good performance.
Have you watched
Support
Creature
our veterans.
Commandos yet?
What's that?
Creature Commandos?
No, I haven't. It looks really good and I want to.
It is terrific.
Yeah.
It's like Invincible season 1.
Yeah.
It's like great.
What's it on?
Season 3
Prime.
comes out soon.
Cool.
Did I tell you guys I started watching Day of the Jackal? Oh, we were at a party on the weekend that I think I explained it to them 3 times. That I've been watching Day of the Jackal.
What's it about?
Oh, well. Well, let me tell you, and then I'll tell you my
Well,
gripes.
the funniest thing that I found was when Liam goes, You've said this already to Dasko, and then I had to explain the line of thought that he
yeah.
travelled after.
Yeah, it was
It's
just
like,
that moment of like, yes.
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 Tell me about the day
Context.
of the jackal.
It's just a good show. It's Eddie Redmayne. He's an assassin.
Context for everyone at home. We had a little get together at Australia Day, and Dasko was asking Paul about Day of the Jackal, and then not 10 minutes later, Paul was again telling him about.
I really enjoyed it.
Like he wasn't even there though, and you were
Yeah.
specifically asking him. I was the third party of the conversation.
I thought I was just talking to you.
The takeaway from the Australia Day at your place is every 2 seconds Paul's trying to change the name of
He
the
just
day
resets.
on the door.
We don't need to do that. Let's just move on.
So James, why have you picked your pick?
So
Whatever it is.
no, I'm sorry that you haven't watched a very good film, and you should.
It is a very good
And
film.
that film is.
Burn After Reading.
Oh right, you chose one of the most famous actors in the world.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
in a performance that is completely unlike any other performance
Gotcha.
he's
Can
done.
you, because he hasn't seen it, can you explain the rest of the big hitters that are also in this film alongside Brad Pitt?
Oh,
Adam
Clooney,
Sandler.
Malkovich.
Malkovich.
Brad Pitt did a movie with Clooney.
Tilda Swinton, Frances McDormand. It's a big cast.
Yeah, cool.
Very big, very big cast.
It's shooting on all cylinders.
Yeah, right.
yeah, it's kind of like
It's like firing on all cylinders.
Oh shit, sorry.
If you want something
So-
that shoots on big cylinders, I was watching this show called Day of the Jackal.
so you know Brad Pitt.
From now fucking on, Matrix 2 is gone.
It's all Day of the Jackal,
Day of
man.
the Jackal.
Day of the Jackal
Eddie
now.
Redmayne, come
I gotta
back.
watch this shitty movie.
It's a show.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
I
What's it
believe it's
about?
based on a movie.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure it's
Oh, I
based on
didn't
it.
know
Yeah.
Like I had to find out the other day that Squid Games is based on real life events,
Yep.
and I'm like, fuck.
Oh, Beast Games, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, that's just torture.
Just the Korean electoral process.
No, there was
Oh, do
actually
you
like
guys not know?
Yeah.
No, I actually don't know.
Oh yeah, it's based on real things. It was a thing that some people did in Korea to rid the world of the homeless population.
Oh, no.
So they
It's
put
bum
them
fights.
in games, but the
Yeah.
games involved only a couple of them making it out.
Yeah. And if they
I
got
think
out, they were
that's
set up
just-
for life. Yeah.
I think that's just being homeless, unfortunately.
I think it's just Gladiator with extra steps.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then
Jackal.
I heard, I was talking to some friends, and could you imagine if they did Squid Games in Australia and what the games would be?
Well, we got
Bull Rush,
Bull Rush, Tic Tac Toe,
handball.
handball.
Red Rover.
Red Rover.
We're playing Red Rover crossover.
Are we doing-
1, 2, 3?
I suppose similar to,
Enough.
similar to
But
that
then
one, yeah.
the one I was trying to remember is I still haven't remembered the name of it. And I'm at the stage where I like to try and remember it without looking it up.
Okay.
Thanos.
It's a game. It might have been pasties where you had
throw
to
it at your
throw
wall?
the ball against the wall.
Yeah.
And then if
Oh,
it bounced
yes.
before, you had
Pasties,
to run and
yeah.
touch. It's pasties.
Pasties.
Yeah.
Yes!
We had a few different names. We had Pasties. We also had Bumball.
Bumble.
Was another way. But how we played it was if the thing happened, you didn't have to run to the wall and go back. You had to go to the wall and stand at the wall and
Yeah.
effectively face a firing squad.
Yep.
But you were facing like you were
Did
facing the wall. It was your ass that was getting nailed.
Did you guys have that one kid that was really shit at it?
Yeah.
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 We called him Peanuts.
He got married last year.
Oh, good on him. We should do the
No.
celebratory touch the wall.
Pasties.
But then we got to it's like, what's the final challenge?
Kill-
of
kill-
Squid Games?
pong.
Kill
No.
the deal with the pill.
Kill the deal with the pill.
Kill the deal with the pill.
Beat
yeah.
test.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh,
Beat
okay,
test.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's also, you know what one of the games are? Let's say there's 100 people in the room. They dump 50 hats, and it's like, get out of the room. No hat, no play.
Oh,
If you stay in the room, we're going to kill you.
heads down. Murder in the Dark was the other one that came up.
Oh, Murder in the Dark.
But it's
yeah,
actually
yeah.
just the second episode. where
Heads
they're
down,
Murder in the
thumbs
Dark.
up. I don't
Yeah.
see that as being a game that involves killing.
Yeah. That'd be a good idea.
Nah, shut up. No.
No. Welcome back after that small snippet.
They don't notice the cuts, man. They've been cutting for decades.
No, you got to call it out.
No, that's all right. We'll call it
I'll
out.
tell you
Paul
what.
just leaked his film.
We need some people to record some ads so we can just drop them in for sections that need to be.
Well,
You got a
covered.
tiny dick.
I was going to say, what would be
Same.
advertising?
No, just like the fake advertisements.
Oh,
yeah, we
right,
could do
okay.
that thing we did years ago when you and Dark were doing that ad competition.
Well, where I made fun of him for being dyslexic
Yes.
immediately.
Yes.
That was funny.
Without a pause.
Is that why you got banned from Twitch?
I thought he was having a crack at me for being colorblind, and it turns out he wasn't. And I made this whole thing sorry, context is I used to stream, and I was in a streaming race with another mate to see who could get to like 200 followers. And then I started doing these like presidential smear campaigns against him.
good.
And I thought he made a crack at me because he must have referenced something green. And I thought he was making a crack at me being colorblind. So I then did this whole, like, I'm sitting in front of my computer, but there's a fireplace on. I've got like that orchestral American national anthem underneath it. I'm like, I've been sitting here reading because I can. And
So you got banned for that?
I didn't get banned at all, but he was just like, what the fuck?
It did come out of nowhere.
Yeah, it 0 to 100.
And he beat me.
I was like monitoring and advertising these. And Darks was like, yeah, so, come hang out with me. Everything's fun over here. We're going to have a good time. And then Paul's just like, you can't read.
Fun for me. It's good times.
So back to James.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So Brad Pitt is playing Chad,
Hard.
who's basically just a raging moron.
Yeah.
He's playing as a personal trainer who basically starts and tries to blackmail a CIA operative without realizing that he's blackmailing a CIA operative.
That's fine.
And it is amazing.
Okay,
The things that he says and just the dialogue and his approach to it is fantastic. There's just one scene, this will show you on the movie, of him, and this is, dating a little bit, but he's got an iPod and he's got the earbuds in and he's just dancing.
Okay.
And it's just phenomenal. I think it's one of
really
his
funny.
best performances that he's done, and he's a really good actor.
And the big one for that as well is it was just so left of center to anything he was doing at the time.
absolutely. He was I suppose very serious.
Like he'd done Fight Club, he's done like Ocean's 11.
Yeah,
he was
Meet
doing
Joe
those-
Black.
Yeah,
He-
Meet Joe
he'd done
Black.
serious,
And
very
then all
kind
of a
of
sudden
like,
he's just this
he's
idiot.
just a fucking raging
It's
moron.
kind of like Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder. You're like out of nowhere, you're like,
yeah.
oh, okay.
yeah. So
could do
it's
this too.
just, I suppose, a demonstration of his acting kind of range. Is he's always
Good
serious,
range.
and then he
That's
kind of
Because
just
when did it come out again?
2006 maybe. 2000. I'll find out.
Yeah, because I was just trying to think. Was Mr. and Mrs. Smith before?
2008.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Smith was, I think it was after.
I think it was after as well.
I feel like it's like a 2010 movie, no?
I'll find out.
They were still together at that point, and they'd only done one
They
adoption.
were, yeah.
Cool.
What? Liam?
What's up, buddy? You
I
look
should have said
face.
John Hurt and Alien.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have.
Yeah, you
Oh,
were.
wow.
You were probably one straight off the bat with that one.
Unlucky,
Oh,
bro.
by the way, I've
That's really
seen,
good. That's
I've
a
seen
good one too.
Romulus now. I've seen Romulus now.
Yeah.
What did you think of Romulus?
Yeah. Look, I enjoyed it for the most part. I thought it was aliens down to brass tacks, kind of like stripped back quite a lot. I thought it was kind of it was kind of a remake of Alien, honestly, in a way, kind of like female heroine,
Yep.
kind of all of that as well. Down to
Ripley-esque.
yeah, very very Ripley-esque.
fine.
Even down to some of the shots, like her in very limited clothing,
Yeah.
kind of fighting against the alien, kind of that
So
stuff.
you would say it's more like an homage,
I suppose an homage is probably a good way.
It's got things wrong. I
But-
thought it was good.
but it's
got
an
things wrong with it.
homage to number 4, not number 1.
See, my biggest issue with it is just number 4.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's the same movie.
God, 4 sucked.
So 4 is
Four did
so
suck.
bad.
So bad. Have you seen that Sigourney Weaver's potentially coming back on?
Oh,
She ran out of money.
interesting.
No, for the Alien Earth.
Yeah, have you seen the trailer
Oh,
for
yeah.
Oh, the TV
No.
show, right?
Look good.
it? Anyone who's listening right now, when you get a bit of time, watch the trailer if it's not already out. You're probably already fucking watching it. Welcome to the future. But watch the trailer, and
I haven't
it's
seen it.
from the perspective of the alien,
Yeah.
and the way that they're doing these CGI shots that
Mm.
then mix with actual shots from a camera, like the dolly's flying through a vent and then it's coming down.
Oh, sick. That's
cool.
And then it all of a sudden goes to a drone shot, but it's all this no
Yeah.
cuts all the way
I
through.
love that shit.
It's very well done.
Oh, I was thinking like the shows from the perspective of the alien, which I think it would just be just very funny. It's like,
That is illegal.
gotta eat. Oh, okay, I'm hungry. Kill.
Where am I?
Shut up, Mom.
Can you
I'm gonna
imagine?
burst out of here real quick.
It's from the perspective of the alien, but it's just Survivor. It's like the
Yeah.
Survivor is like, Waka, they voted you out.
But could you imagine that'd be a really cool shot? He's like, from the POV of the alien, and the first shot you see is like a birth scene, but
Yeah.
it's you being birthed through the chest of someone.
Yeah, you burst
And
is screaming all around
and then
you.
you're just doing like the whole scene from number one, how it kind of like skitters away, and then it just kind of like dips away, couple of fades, and it's just like
I was watching the behind the scenes for Romulus, and the prosthetic they brought
Yeah.
in for the chest burster.
Right, yeah.
Unreal. Like she was basically most of her torso and body were underneath the floor
Oh, yeah,
of the ship. Everything else was fake, and they were just like pumping this thing full of blood. It had a fake cavity,
Yeah.
and they actually like the cavity the chest cavity was real, and they were effectively firing this thing
Yeah.
through it. So that's why it looks so gnarly.
Yeah.
because
There was a lot of parts of it that I liked.
Yeah.
But I just think like there was just some parts where I was just like, why the fuck would you do that?
I don't know why they brought.
Oh, but that's the
Like
thing.
the guy from Ash, the dead guy.
Why did they bring him?
Yeah.
Like that's my problem. There was a lot of it that was just like, remember Alien?
Yeah.
Like when he says, "Get away from her, you bitch."
Yeah,
I didn't like
yeah.
that.
Why
That
did
was
the
silly.
android say that?
Yeah.
And also, sorry, I'm going to get into it.
No, we can get into it.
The whole idea that this small little disc that they plug into his head changes his entire personality, and we all know computers. The second you take the disc out, he's back to, counting toothpicks on the ground.
Well,
Yeah.
if you remove a device unsafely, it can really fuck things up. That's just what you're doing.
It was a bootable USB.
Yeah.
You take the USB
did-
out,
she
you
didn't-
got a potato
She
again.
didn't right click him
I
and
think it's just
say
click for desk.
she didn't right click him and say safely eject it
No, I
first.
just
That's the
got
problem.
it. Well, when you said it, it's just like you just hear the.
He tells, well, I suppose there was a downtime where he just fucking had to reboot.
Yeah.
He's gone from Windows 11 to Windows DOS.
And there was just a part near the end where I was like, I was actually like yelling at the TV, and then I got smacked in the chest because my wife was like, "Shut the fuck up, you wake the kids." But I was like, "Why is she going back for the fucking android? Why is she going back
Yeah.
to the hive of the xenomorphs for a fucking android?" Here's an idea. Wait, he's a robot. He won't starve to death.
It's just like the problem. I think that the guy's hands were tied a little bit. Like you can feel
No, Alvarez or
there
whatever
was
his name
this.
Fide
Yeah.
Alvarez.
I can never say his fucking
I
name
was so
properly.
on board.
Yeah,
Like, I think
so-
for the first half of the movie, I was like, fuck
That's
yeah,
what
let's
I
do
mean.
it.
And then
let's
when
do it. Fuck
the
yeah.
further the movie goes on, you can feel the dip of
Yeah.
the company going, yeah, okay, so you need to put this in, you need to put this in.
Yeah.
Do you mean,
Yeah.
put this
do you mean
in.
Wayland Yutani or a different
Classic
company?
Wayland
Right,
Yutani.
so-
Right at the end with that tall, skinny bloke.
See that
Oh,
I
Wemby.
did not see that coming.
I didn't see it coming, but the tall, skinny bloke, I saw that and I was like, oh, Ridley was on set apparently, because this is fucking weird.
Yeah, but like just
It was
like
weird.
the moment I checked out probably about 3/4
Yeah,
of the way
same.
through the film, but then when the big dude came in, I was like, oh fuck, that looks sick, and then all of a sudden I'm like, that's a person. That's not fuck. That looks sick.
It
And
did
then I
look
was-
really cool. I
and
think, my biggest issue with the whole
'Cause-
thing is if you take out, well, I suppose you could probably say that about any fucking alien movie, but if you take out the actual xenomorph, it's not an alien movie
No.
at all.
No.
Anyway,
then you put
Actually,
Predator in
another
there.
underrated
I don't know.
performance. I think Fassbender's performance as David was really good, taking into account the shit that man
That's
was
fair.
given.
That's fair.
He did a really good
That is
job
fair.
at playing a fucking just
Ugh.
dull,
Valid.
dumbass character.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Fucking dude.
How many times are they going to resurrect Wayland Yutani, by the way?
Until they get it
Man
right.
can't die.
I think
that cunt's died
well,
like 4 times.
To be fair, I think
Is he Wayland or is he Yutani?
He's Wayland. He's
okay,
Wayland.
right.
so.
What's a
Smithers.
Yutani? Just another guy.
Japan.
Hey.
I don't know.
I can guarantee that the big wigs are trying to give him as much money as possible to say, hey, we want to be able to use your body for the next century for these
Yeah.
films. So are you willing to sign away your likeness and we can AI generate you? But we're going to give you a fuck ton of money. Like,
Yeah.
and just keep
That's
bringing
all
him
right. They
back.
don't have to do that. But no, I liked the face hugger parts.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
when they start dropping out of the things you like.
that was cool.
I get what you mean. Like the first, even like, they read core temp and they're just like, get off the radio, you idiot.
Yeah.
It did go back to kind of horror movie-esque.
Oh, 100%.
I think I feel like, because I genuinely didn't, I liked Romulus. I was hooked from the get-go, but I think I love sci-fi and I just have a genuine, like, I'll give it a little bit more grace.
Yeah.
So
Depending.
That's fair.
the moment there's a sci-fi film, I just fucking watch it. I watched one the other day where it was Russians created ghost soldiers, and
Cool.
then like the only way
Sounds
to
like
kill
a
them
fucking
was.
Kojima game.
It was. It's fucking. It was.
does.
It's fun.
got
Like,
eggs in their
I'm
stomachs.
watching
That's
it.
just
It's
Ukraine.
this big B grade film, and then all of a sudden they find out that you have to use ceramics to shoot it, and
Mads Mikkelsen's there.
Welcome back to ceramics.
it's just like it's just, it's just a
fucking
stereotypical
get you.
sci-fi film.
Yeah,
That
they
it's like
killed.
Deus Ex Machina, and then all of a sudden it goes to they're U.S. Marine soldiers, and then the next day they've all of a sudden got these bodysuit armor that was made from the ghosts that they can protect them from the ghosts, and they've got like Helldiver rail guns, and
Sick.
I'll send it to you. It's actually like fucking sick ass
This
film.
now sounds like Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Where you're throwing like your
And
piss,
Mads Mikkelsen's
piss grenades
there.
and
Yeah.
shit.
Well, they do actually throw grenades that throws out this mist that actually disrupts the
Oh,
ghost.
Ghost Mist.
Yeah.
Norman
Yeah.
Reedus turned up.
Ghostbusters 4.
fucking-
But the
I'm looking forward to
fun
the
fact
new
that all the
Metal Gear.
ghosts are soldiers, like Soviet soldiers that had their souls trapped during Second World War and are
Whoa.
being forced to fight. So
Damn.
jumping from burn
Culture
after reading,
references.
Paul.
Hi.
Oh, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about your pick?
So Nightcrawler, for those who haven't seen it,
It's a blue guy.
huh?
Blue guy?
He's a blue
it's
guy
German.
who somehow is German or Russian or
He
American
transports through
sometimes.
hell.
He's German.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. No,
That was a fucking reveal.
it's a Jake Gyllenhaal film. He plays a character called Lewis Bloom, and it's basically a dude who forces himself into the world of crime documenting. So he learns that he can film like a big car crash or something like that and send that footage directly to the news, and they'll pay him for it, and they'll broadcast American news. They'll broadcast anything and everything. And then as time goes on, he starts getting addicted to this thrill. So, you know, he's buying police radios to track down scenes, and then it starts shifting to the point. Has anyone has seen it? Have you seen it?
Yeah,
Have you seen
I've-
it?
Yeah, it's very good.
Okay.
I've seen it many a time.
It starts drifting into he starts orchestrating things, or he witnesses a murder,
Yep.
and instead of calling the cops, he enters the premises and films everything and sells it. And then it gets to the point. Oh, and then I don't want to give it all away.
Yeah, I think that's the most fucked up part though,
But
where he's like filming that.
You guys
chick.
like, oh,
Yeah,
Oh
blue
no!
guy.
The thing that I like the most, it isn't even the whole
Help
story
me.
Yeah.
that's happening. If you just take away the parts, and it was only after my third watching it that I noticed this. It's a great film to watch when you just doing something and then you
You
just
just really want to die.
no. I hate wasting like when I'm painting or when I'm doing something. I don't like to have the void encroaching on my my peripheral.
Yeah.
Watch Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
I know. Well, like I just
That's
put
opening
anything
the door
on.
to the void.
And, but
I really hate sadness. Fucking horrific show
So
about the depths of
bear with me,
humanity.
just
No,
bear
okay,
with me.
okay, I'll bear with you.
So the reason why I put on like big films, everything like that, is because I like to focus on one element of the movie or that kind of thing. So sometimes I'll just focus on the sound, sometimes I'll just focus on the shot. But if you watch Jake Gyllenhaal when he's acting through Nightcrawler, you don't care about what film it is. You just watch Jake Gyllenhaal with no context of what the film is. Because I'm listening to music while I'm getting ready to do a DJ set, so I'm making up songs. And I'm just watching Jake Gyllenhaal with no sound, no context, no nothing. And you can just watch him burning out as he's going through the film. And
Yeah.
you can see his eyes are starting to sink. And it's just, but it's not makeup because you can see it's physically in.
He's doing it.
Like
Yeah.
he's doing it to
he
himself.
just commits. I think that's the biggest thing. Is like he commits to it so well that you genuinely just despise him
Yeah.
as a human. You despise the business model that is real. And it like you said earlier, you finish watching the film and you just kind of sit there and you're like, what a deplorable man.
Yeah.
But again, like, and the thing is, like, you know, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, Nightcrawler's great if they've seen it. Won nothing. It did
I'm very
nothing
surprised
happened.
it won nothing.
So am I.
What did it go up against, though?
Okay,
That's all
no,
I'm
that's a
saying.
fair
That's-
call.
that's
perfect.
Very well. Let me come back to me. I'll find the
I
answer
do
to that.
like
The Lord
how
of the Rings.
when you look up when you-
2014. So
Well, it's just like I found out the other day that the reason why Treasure Planet bombed at the box office is because it came out the same time as Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah, but they also gave it nothing.
Yeah.
There was no advertisement for that movie.
you know that was originally going to be a trilogy,
Yeah. I'm very
Aw.
and they
depressed.
talked. And they got talked out. Oh, they got cut.
Yeah.
I love
It was
that
going to be a
movie.
trilogy.
So to jump from
Didn't Disney
Nightcrawler,
do
why-
the thing where they just put the other one on video and just pumped it out? Or there was
Classic
not a second
Lion
one?
King move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So jumping from Nightcrawler for a second while you're looking that up.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about Jonah Hill in the movie Moneyball, not in.
Does he have
like-
fake teeth in that one?
No.
Nah, same movie.
No, well, I'm pretty sure this was his first delve into a serious role,
Yeah,
Moneyball. It was before he lost all the weight for... 'cause
Potentially.
22?
You can see that
22 jump street.
Wolf of Wall Street is like where he's starting to lose the weight,
Yeah,
and then as
yeah.
it gets further and further along his career, you can see how much weight he's lost as he's going along. What is
It's
it?
funny you're saying Wolf of Wall Street. So this
Oh.
this is just, I'm going to read actor in a leading role and then we'll go best picture.
Okay.
Actor in a leading role, McConaughey won it for Dallas Buyers Club.
Oh,
he was
shit.
going up against American Hustle, Wolf of Wall Street, and 12 Years a Slave
Shit.
in Nebraska.
Rough.
Yeah, it's a rough year. That's a big one. Best feature film. Sorry, I should have had this up. Why do they bury it? Put it at the top. It's what we want, you sluts. Okay. 12 Years a
Fuck you, the
Slave
Academy.
won,
Yeah.
but he was going up against American Hustle, Captain Phillips, Dallas Buyers Club, Gravity, Her, Nebraska, Philomena, and Wolf of Wall Street.
How
Her
the fuck was
itself.
Gravity up there?
Gravity was good at the time.
Gravity
it
is
was-
not
it was
best
fine.
picture worthy.
Well,
No, Nightcrawler definitely was.
Yeah.
Nightcrawler, but the CGI of Gravity was pretty mental, and like how they had to they suspended most
was
of the
alright.
actors and had
A lot
them
of
all doing
facial
that kind
plays.
of
It was
shit.
very good
Yeah,
It was a lot of
for the time.
I like it.
10
for-
years ago.
like
12
4
years ago.
watching 4K.
Yeah.
But yeah, so is that all you got to lay
That's
on?
all I've got. I mean, that's the plot. I just think it's very good because Gyllenhaal really does
Get him
go
on.
hard.
Yeah.
And like he's kind of got a bit of a quirky persona as is. So it's just, I think he just kind of takes it to that next level where you sort of think, how much of this is acting?
Yeah.
Like,
Is,
oh,
it
how
his,
much
is it his best film though, or is his best film Roadhouse?
I liked Roadhouse. Roadhouse was
you
fun.
shouldn't. It was
Roadhouse
shit.
was fun. It was a party.
I haven't seen it.
It's just fun. It's dumbass.
It's a
got a
ride.
rapist.
Weird enough.
It's like this guy
Who?
doesn't even like Bullet
Connor?
Train.
Kind
Oh,
of
right. Yeah.
Convicted.
Convicted. Oh, I don't have to say
Yeah,
that.
he was convicted.
He was convicted.
Let's go. Can we do another, like, can we just,
Maybe we should just do a convicted.
Can you say convicted?
Convicted.
Perfect.
Perfect.
We're going to both.
It's wild that we talk about so many people where we
No.
have an allegedly or a convicted.
Do you know what the worst thing is? If
Diddy.
we wanted to be perfect, we would have to
Allegedly.
go back and redo all the ones because we have like shot for shot.
We'll do a George Lucas re-edit.
Yep. We're going to have to go back and re-edit and then put in like a behind the scenes thing where it's like, actually, well, here we predicted this person and now we're going to have to change it from allegedly to convicted. And then
Ooh, who are we going to predict next?
we all
As a-
like,
as a what?
you're like 4 for 4, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
We put a rock in front of James because he was concealed better.
Do you want to talk about your one
so
that
Jonah
we all
Hill,
remember? Yeah.
You cuck. Before this one, he was very like background, like
22 Jump Street.
like knocked up,
Comedy actor.
like all these like roles that he was in. He was kind of in the background, and then he slowly pushed to the
Superbad.
forefront. Yeah, super bad to be
Superbad's
one,
so
but he was always a very comedic actor. And then when I saw he was in Moneyball, I was like, "This is a movie about fucking statistics. Why the fuck is there a comedy man in like?"
What
a
are you doing here,
statistics film?
funny man?
And then because like,
like
I
your
just
words,
watched
funny man.
The Big Short.
I fucking love the
That's
Big
a
Short.
great
Love
movie.
The
My
Big
favourite
Short
movies.
because that was going to be your other choice was Christian Bale in The Big Short. He
Oh,
does
yeah. No, he was good,
great.
yeah.
I was going to say Margot Robbie in The Big Short.
Yeah, that was a great one. But I love the Big Short. If we're talking about films that surprise the shit out of you, Big Short, how they just go, "Hey, we know you're not going to understand this shit, so we're going to get Margot Robbie fingering herself in a bathtub to
She doesn't
explain it to
finger
you."
herself. She's just in a bath.
Okay.
I was about to say, did I watch
No,
the
you have
director's
to.
cut?
She's explaining Bonds.
Yeah.
I
And then
believe.
Selena Gomez in
good
a
movie.
fucking casino, all this other kinds of shit. But
Really
I was
funny.
watching Moneyball.
She in a bath too?
No, sorry.
No, she's in a casino.
She's just in a casino.
She's
She's in Amelia
gambling.
Perez, so
Hey, sweetie, we need to watch a movie.
I wouldn't watch The Big Short with her. She'd probably fall asleep like after the
I feel like
first
that's,
section.
that's any movie.
No.
Yeah, it depends on
I'm
what time
telling you,
you
if you
put
put
it
on
on for her.
Magic Mike XXL, and she'd probably stay up for that.
We all do.
Yeah. Channing
know.
Tatum dry humping the shit
There's
out
no
of the couch.
vampires.
Yeah, she is a one-trick pony.
But yeah, so Moneyball, Jonah Hill, wasn't expecting him to be good. He just comes out of nowhere being very serious, and then when he's still trying to push down the funny, it just gets opened up in just the best parts where he's like, they're not believing that this is going to work, and then Jonah just lets out this little like, yes, like essentially just like a fuck you under the table kind of thing. And you could feel that he's a funny guy that's trying to get his point across,
Yeah.
but the whole entire time you are rooting for Jonah Hill's character and Brad Pitt. Obviously, he's a major role in this part.
Yeah, Bane.
But
Bane.
he's just, it is
Tragedy.
just so surprising how well, and then from this point on, he went on to Wolf of Wall Street. He went on to all these other roles. Don't Look Up he was channeling the smart and funny at the same time, but you want to hate him. But Moneyball, it seems like a guy that you went to school with that didn't get any confidence whatsoever.
Yeah, right.
But now he's part of a multi-million-dollar baseball organization and almost leads them to victory. But as the movie tells, you
Yeah,
can't
it was
win
close.
ball with statistics.
He was probably one of the best parts in This Is the End.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Power of Christ compels you. Oh, does it?
He was the best part of Django.
Oh, he was
Yeah,
good in
he's good in
Django.
that. He's like, I can't
He
fucking see a thing.
was one of the KKK
Why do you get your
guys.
fucking wife to cut
Oh,
the
was
eye
he?
holes out?
That was where, where
Just
it
think
was.
through these eye holes.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
He's
yeah, I
got.
forgot
I'm
about that
going
scene.
through his thing. He's got some.
He's a good
got
actor.
bangers, man.
So
Oh, yeah, he's done some good stuff.
I've got to find a movie to watch to get to his IMDb backlog. He's
This is the end.
no, because I've got to end my IMDb track on a movie so I can get the actor from that in order to do theirs.
Well, this is the end.
Forgetting
It's
Sarah
like,
Marshall.
yeah, it's a good
Yeah,
one.
that's a good one.
It's like Central Station. Everyone's fucking there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Knocked Up,
Dude,
Forgetting Sarah
go to,
Marshall,
Hail
40-Year-old Virgin,
Hail Caesar.
House.
The amount of people who are in Hail Caesar.
Oh.
Not a bad movie.
What's that shitty movie where it's a bunch of little movies and then Hugh Jackman has testicles on his neck?
Lego movie.
What?
Isn't
I'm
it
not-
movie 43? Or?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Yeah.
the clip of that? I
I
keep
was about
seeing
to say Men in Black 2.
it
He's a
pops up
Balchinian.
all the time. It's I forget the actor. Who's the guy who plays Carmi from The Bear? Freaking
Oh,
Joseph
Jeremy Allen White.
White.
I only know him
it's
as
him,
Carmi.
but it's him as a child, and
Yeah.
I forget the parents was like, we homeschool him, but we try and make his.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Like they're trying to make his life as real as possible. So even like he's in the shower and the dad walks in.
Oh, I have
opens
seen
the
that,
curtains,
yeah.
like, Dad, what the fuck? He's like, you got weird pubes.
And then
Come
the
over, look at
mum's
this
like-
kid's weird pubes. The mum kisses
Mum's
him.
like trying to do his first kiss.
It's
Yeah,
horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Well, it's just like I was
That's a
watching.
hectic movie.
At the moment, I'm watching Ted Lasso.
Great movie. Great show.
What's the old mate, the
Jason.
main character?
Sudeikis.
Jason
Sudeikis.
Sudeikis.
So I watched
Fucking that other
Ted,
chick that's
and then I got to
mint.
We're the Millers because I was watching through his IMDb shit. So I'm sitting in the kitchen, I've got the iPad set up, and I'm watching We're the Millers in the kitchen, and then it gets to the part where they're teaching the kid how to kiss in the RV.
rim job.
And Shelley's like, "Wait, isn't that like his mum?" It's like, "Oh, it's just like a pretend mum for this thing." And then she's like, "Oh, that's pretty weird." I'm like, "It gets worse." And she goes, "What do you mean?" And then all of a sudden he's just going from
Tongue in
side to
his
side,
sister.
tongue in the both of them. He's like,
What a
"Now-
great day for him, for Will Poulter.
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston and
God, that
the
guy's
other
had a
one.
glow up.
Will
Yeah.
Poulter.
He's an
Oh my
attractive
God.
yeah,
I can't
He's
see
a
him
good-looking
anymore
dude.
without seeing fucking Adam Moore. Like, don't be rash.
No.
I actually
a great
I
movie.
loved him. Like he was one of my favorite parts from that Guardians of the Galaxy film.
He was really
Yeah,
good.
he was good. He's
Yeah.
great in The
Don't be
Bear.
rash.
He's
just the meme out of him just shooting through the sky, and it's just like the alien forces coming to invade Earth when a manhole cover piss whips past him at Mach 100.
Yes.
And it's just like just playing that. But no, so Liam,
Oh, yeah.
did you have anything you want to add before we get through? Because we're about to get to voting.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I just, for the consideration, what would you like to put forward? Like, as you're like, drive home.
Okay. Action scene good. He punched man in face, he died.
Yes, I love it.
I think the conflict between the ideals, because Frank Castle's ideals are very much put forward to you from the very beginning of like, killing is bad, killing is wrong, he's not a good person, we shouldn't agree with him. But then he gets into the point of actually arguing why he's doing it. And you get in this moment where you're like, okay, Daredevil's tied up and they're just arguing. And he's making some really good points.
Yeah.
And you don't want to agree with him, but you are. Because he's like, yeah, look, yeah, you beat the shit out of people. You'll break a couple of teeth, break a couple of bones. They'll go to jail. But they're a part of a mob.
Yeah.
So money will get moved around. Corrupt cops will help. And then they're out the next day. I'm going to fucking get rid of all of them. I'm going to start from the top and start working my way down. And it's like,
oh, like Killmonger.
It works.
Killmonger.
It's not pretty,
But
but
it
it
works.
works. But yeah, I just thought it was really good. It was very visual of like the conflict between them, because even their colors are very oppositely different.
Yeah.
Bright red versus deep dark black. And it's really well done.
I also think the role would have been pretty shitty with any other actor besides him.
Yeah, he's just that pure, like almost aggressive gorilla rage.
Yeah.
I don't think many other actors can copy that.
And you don't
What
want
was
like
old mate?
suave.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
always forget his name. Who was old mate who played it before him?
Oh, the guy from The Expanse.
Yeah,
Shit, I'm on it.
Yeah.
the one who the
I got you,
only
bro.
the only Fox Marvel property that wasn't in Deadpool was him.
He was supposed to be.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name, but he was just very vanilla.
yeah.
And then
There were some
yeah.
parts in it where he's versing the Russian in the kitchen.
Thomas
Yeah.
Jane.
And
And John Travolta.
yeah, he
That's
plays.
right.
Yeah,
Thomas
He's Howard
Jane.
Stint.
yeah. He drags him behind the vehicle at the very end and
into the other cars and
Yeah.
they explode
Yeah.
and it forms
There
a
was-
skull.
That
Yeah.
seems like a risky
Badass, dude.
show to have tried or movie to have tried back then. Very, very violent. Like
Oh, it was pretty basic.
It wasn't. It's like M.
And I think,
yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that was his first soiree into action after Battlefield Earth.
Who? Thomas Jane.
No, John Travolta.
Wild Hogs.
Broken Arrow. Wild
I mean, into action.
Into action.
You seen Pulp Fiction?
But Pulp Fiction was way before Battlefield Earth, bruv.
No,
Yeah.
Broken Arrow. Have you seen Broken Arrow?
What's the one where
Oh,
he's all
Broken Arrow fucking
So
rocks,
shit.
What's the
dude.
one where he
Shit.
plays an
Grace.
autistic fuck that's a
Grace.
stalker?
Grace.
Hairspray.
Yeah.
No, there's one where he plays like a
We know it's John
stalker,
Travolta, but we just gotta get through.
and he's like a big muscly dickhead.
Fanatico?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no,
Oh
I've seen that.
fuck!
You
Yes.
know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah, he plays like I
And
know
he's
exactly
like,
what you're talking about. He like
I love
sneaks
you.
into someone's. Yeah.
Just doesn't want to look at me in the eyes. I love
Oh
you.
shit! What's that movie called?
Yeah.
Gotti?
But his
I
performance
Am Rafe?
his performance is really bad.
Is it I
It's
Am
not
Rafe?
good.
No?
I don't know. The Forger?
No.
Okay.
No. It's literally.
He
like-
plays like a super autistic guy that breaks into some chick's house and just is like, "Oh, we're alive."
The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3?
Have you
That's a
seen,
good movie.
Have you seen what Steven Seagal's doing nowadays?
The cop.
He's on a cop TV
Telling
show.
people that boxers are pussies now?
But he's still doing action films made predominantly in Russia by Russians.
Oh my god!
And because he's so old and out of shape, a lot of his fight scenes are him sitting in a chair with them just like slapping
Oh,
at
I've seen
people.
that. I have seen that.
It's like Bruce Willis films.
Isn't it Seagal? Do you
Yeah.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Seagal, yeah.
never been good. I
No,
don't know
no,
how
he's not a good actor.
He's
He's
never been
terrible.
good. He's not a good martial artist.
No.
He's
The
not
other one,
good.
the other one who I don't like, I'm probably my grandfather's probably gonna reach through the grave and fucking slap me in the back of the head for it. But Jean-Claude Van Damme,
Yeah,
No, he's not good either.
he is
He's
so.
pretty.
Well, that was
calm
he's
down.
pretty. He's
that
pretty.
was the time where they
JCVD.
just took people that could do some martial arts but could
yeah.
not act in any way
Absolutely.
whatsoever.
Jackie Chan,
and then
buck set.
no, and then they got Jackie Chan. Like, oh, huh.
Yeah, and Jet Li.
Oh,
And
good.
Jet Li.
These
Basically,
guys are
like,
actually pretty good.
Asia was like, we got guys. You're like, oh shit, you do have guys.
my
Oh, these
first
are good guys.
inference into Jet Li was the one.
The one man,
God,
yeah.
I was just
Oh, yeah.
like, oh
That
shit.
movie
Then all
rocked.
of a sudden, my father comes and goes, oh, this is just a poor man's Highlander. You should watch Highlander if you like the one. And I'm just like, okay, then watch Highlander. I'm like, Dad, this is shit.
Interesting.
It's a
No,
rich,
but
it's a
mind
rich
you,
man's
mind you,
the
I was
one.
like 13, 14 at the time.
Highlander's so fucking wild. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Spaniard.
Have you guys seen? It was like this super underappreciated movie. It had both Jet Li and Jackie Chan in it, and some
Oh.
scrawny little white kid. And I think it was the Forbidden Kingdom.
Yeah, Forbidden Kingdom. It's the
It was-
tale
it
of
was a
Journey of the
huge-
West.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
about Wukong.
And it's got
Oh, right.
fucking little white fuck.
Yeah, he's little-
knockoff Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah,
fucking,
yeah. I can't remember his name. I can see his face.
Kieran
Yeah.
Culkin?
No, he's not good.
What's it called?
Forbidden Kingdom.
Forbidden Kingdom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but no,
Little
it,
white
like,
guy, Frankie Muniz.
it was very obviously
Yeah.
such a massively high budget movie, but no one saw it.
It was America trying to do Journey to the West
Yeah.
for Westerners.
Yep.
Ooh,
Journey to the
just
East.
don't.
Well, no, I think Dragon Ball made a more successful
Yeah.
soiree into Journey to the West.
Michael Angararo.
Yeah.
Don't know,
that's
maybe.
I have no idea. who that
sounds
is.
familiar.
Hey,
He's
look-
that kid that was in everything for about a year.
Yep, that's the one.
Oh shit! Yeah, I know this guy.
Wait, show.
Fucking face.
That's what he looks like now. He looks like
What was he? He was in Michael Angararo.
He's got a real-
Oh my god, he was Will Stronghold from Sky High.
yeah.
Yes. He was in everything for a good year or two. And
He was,
then
wild
flew
card,
away.
almost
He was a
famous,
Disney drop.
Sacramento.
Disney
Oh, it's
guy,
currently. Never mind.
He was Ariana Grande.
He was in Oppenheimer.
I love Ariana Grande. Have you seen Wicked?
I
He
have
was in
not seen
It's
Oppenheimer.
actually really
Who
good.
the
You
fuck
should
did he
watch
play
Wicked.
in Oppenheimer?
Okay. Robert
The
Serber.
bomb.
He was the bomb. Good one.
Was he the Oppie or the Heimer?
He definitely bombed.
Now we need to cut the testing of the bomber to superimpose his face. Hi.
I
But,
But
no, like all those old, like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, fucking The Hero, all those old, like Ip Man and
Ip
Ong
Man.
Bak.
Oh, back. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Back.
I still haven't seen the original Old Boy.
Oh, really?
good.
Yeah,
still
it's a
think
fucking
it's
good
good.
one.
It is good.
So,
It's aged. It's aged.
Yeah.
so jumping from the fighting and kung fu films, James, what are you going to put up for
Yeah.
Burn After Notice after reading?
Burn after notice.
Burn Notice.
Burn Notice.
Yeah, so you vote for the guy from Burn Notice.
I love that guy from
Hey,
Sicario.
I'll be honest. I like Burn Notice.
Burn Notice is good, man.
Burn
So,
Notice is
The
good
show
if you want a
shit. It's
nosebleed.
so shit.
I'm
but
glad
so
that you
good.
picked Bruce Campbell from Burn Notice, but tell us why his performance was underrated.
He died.
Oh, he's just so good.
he dead?
As a womanizing ex CIA.
He was very good at
military
being
guy,
Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis? Bruce Campbell?
Bruce Campbell.
Campbell.
He was not good at being Bruce Willis.
I don't think Bruce Willis is good at being Bruce Willis these days.
Well, not now. He doesn't remember.
Someone pulled out the USB without ejecting.
his little disc.
Bruce Willis doesn't remember how to be Bruce Willis.
He's booting from hard drive now.
I feel so sorry for that cunt, seriously.
His GPU stopped
Probably
working.
had
There's magnets in
too
the hard
many-
drive, but
He's
Probably had
taken-
too many concussions.
No, he's had too many flashbangs.
Oh, that's true.
he's had too many diehards.
You know what they say about old
Die
habits?
Hard.
No, they
I think
wanted
he'd
to,
make an X one.
they wanted to shoot.
Live free.
They wanted to shoot on set for
was so
Die Hard
bad.
5 Chernobyl, and they just took him there, and that's the radiation
They
poisoning.
left him
Was
in
that
Chernobyl.
was that at your place that we watched that Christmas Eve one year? Yeah.
Yeah.
We watched Die
Which
Hard
one's
5.
the one with Justin Long?
It's not good.
Die Hard 4.
Let Die Hard
That
4.
was
I didn't think Die Hard
It's
2
a
was too
fire
bad.
sale.
Die Hard was fine. Die Hard 4
And
was
then
alright.
number 5 is where he tries to save his son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking, who's the son?
Is
of
it Jai Courtney?
Jai Courtney, yeah.
Yeah.
Back when
And
Jai
he-
Courtney was in everything.
Yeah.
And then he
Yeah.
did Terminator, and they're like, let's stop casting him and stuff.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Wasn't he also in the friggin' second 300? Jai Courtney? No?
There was a
They made
second
a
300.
second
Yeah.
300.
Are you for real?
It's
Yeah,
called
yeah.
600?
It's
301.
Shit. It's
No.
like
301 Dalmatians.
no, it's 302 is the one eye goes back to tell them to fight.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's all the build up to the giant fight, and then it's
Doesn't
like,
that-
300 Rise of an Emperor.
Is that
Empire.
Meet the Spartans?
No.
fuck, that was a fun film. That was
not,
fucking.
Don't rewatch it. It's not good.
No, the one I
It's
watched the other
really
night
bad.
was Stan Helsing.
Oh, God.
Fucking, I love all those shitty ones like superhero movie disaster
I
film.
watched Vampire Sucks.
Yeah, that's a good
That
one.
one's
Oh,
also
I have
really
seen
bad.
that, yeah.
I
It's
miss,
funny, though.
I miss those movies.
Well, no,
though.
they're making another scary movie.
Yes.
No way.
with
The Wayans brothers got it back.
Yeah, and they
Oh,
got
God.
it back off Miramax, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
How
And-
good would it be if they did team up with like Jordan Peele though? Like, just purely for the what? Oh, yay!
Key and Peele are assistant writers
Oh
on
my
this one.
god, that's perfect.
And
How many Wayans are there?
7.
They're probably not wrong.
Because you got the old one from
You got Coach.
Damon.
Married with Children.
Damon Wayans.
You got Coach.
Yeah.
and Coach. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
You've got
Is that
the-
The other
Dwayne?
one from White Chicks. The other one that's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
Coach.
So the one with Married with Children
Coach
is
isn't
the dad.
Is
That's
the
the dad.
prime.
Coach-
Coach
That's the
isn't in
prime.
White Chicks.
No,
Coach is
but
in
the
White
other
Chicks.
one is in White Chicks. That's what I mean.
Nah, he is. Don't, you know.
Like,
Don't
who
be
did I say?
racist.
Oh, who did I say?
Wait, Coach from Left 4 Dead.
No, but, because of the whole Harvey Weinstein losing all his properties, like all
He
these
lost
people.
all his Wayans.
All the Wayans brothers are getting their shit back.
Wayans Wells.
Mallrats.
That,
Mallrats.
that's what. That's,
Wait, really?
What's Mallrats' director's name?
Kevin Smith.
Kevin
Yeah,
Smith,
he
yeah.
got all of his movies
Oh,
back.
thank God.
And
That's good.
because he like
It's about time Kevin Smith made something
Weinstein, because he was such a fucking predator. When they made the movies, like, oh yep,
Convicted.
good. Convicted, yeah.
but when you sign it, we have the authority to allow for a sequel.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they just said no. Okay, we don't want to put any money into it. Even though you want to put all the money in, we're not going to do anything. We're not going to release it to you.
I can just imagine the judge handing down the sentence. I sentence you, Harvey Weinstein, to 20 years in jail for all the diddling, and you have to give Scary Movie back to the Wayans.
No! And then, no.
Wait.
That was the point in the court case where he's like, "Oh, my fucking heart! Not the Wayans movie.
My heart's with the Wayans."
That's too powerful.
So yes, James, we did blur over you. So what is the one pushing factor?
Yeah, we're doing a lot of blur.
It's Brad Pitt just being silly.
Yeah.
It's just such a departure from everything else he's ever done.
The Departed.
It's just him being a silly, goofy guy. He's playing a character that's just up to his neck and shit, and the character doesn't understand it, and it's just fantastic.
So I haven't seen the movie, so I
Yes.
just have one
Yeah.
question. Is there any Wayans in your movie?
Sadly, no.
No, there's no Wayans.
Not worth it.
Oh, cause,
Maybe in the background.
because Harvey
Ooh,
hadn't
some
been
back Wayans.
So Harvey hadn't
In the
been
background.
convicted yet. So the Wayans were still in Directoria
Was
jail.
Harvey in charge of burn after notice?
Oh, he could have been.
Burn
It's
after notice
a
reading.
Coens brother, so it could have
No,
been.
he wasn't in charge. Boy, was he doing a lot of burning after reading stuff back in his day.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Do you think a lot of the Weinstein files were in the Diddy house? They got burnt
Oh, no.
in the Teller house.
And they all specifically lived in the Palisades.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Fucking.
I noticed after reading.
Christ. Have you seen that whole conspiracy theory of that fucking LA fires is
Yeah.
being
Oh, that's
resurfaced because
dumb.
of Trump?
Oh, it's
He's
always
like,
going to be going.
everything that happened over there, it's horrible. I don't know what happened, but it looks like something definitely hit. Something crashed there. Everyone
Like a
knows
third
what
plane?
it is.
There it is.
Fourth.
Quite a-
So he's just crazy.
Boo.
He didn't expect it.
Yeah, you go in and you think, oh, Brad Pitt,
Yeah.
completely different. He's just, you go in thinking, oh, it's going to be Metro Black or it's going to be Seven.
Yeah.
Serious role. And then he's just on screen and he's not. He's just a raging moron. He's a personal trainer who has no idea what the fuck he's doing with his life and he's just bumbling
He
through.
asked me if this bloke was a Schwinn. So do I look poor?
And yeah, literally the scene with him dancing while shit's going on kind of in other scenes is just phenomenal.
So iconic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so good. Watch it. Legitimately, I would watch it. Next movie that you watch.
Okay.
Wow. Next
I'm
one.
trying to get my partner to watch it.
Pretty
but
sure my next movie I'll watch is Frozen 2 for the 18th fucking time.
Yeah.
Frozen
Just
also.
don't. Just put
Just do
put on
the-
Ben After Reading for.
Just
over.
be a man.
You
Yeah.
need to get
Put your
yourself.
foot down, you pussy.
You know when you go to the movies and you see the people that are like the deaf cunts. They have those little boxes
The tags.
for the subtitles.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
seen the boxes that they use?
Yeah.
It goes screws into the fucking the cup holder, and you can look at it. I do that with the boys
I'm not even very
when
good.
they're watching
You make
Super
them
Mario.
deaf.
I do. Like, shut the fuck up, cunt. No, when they're watching Super Mario movie for
Oh,
the
yeah,
50th time, or Lucas the fucking jumping spider, that kind of shit.
Oh, yeah.
I have this clip-on thing that holds the my iPhone up, so I clip it up, and while I'm sitting there going, "Oh, this is cute," just like picture in picture, I've got some movie just playing in the
A
bottom
good
left corner
movie.
with one ear put in, and this is like, "Oh yeah, wow, it's Mario, he saved the princess." Oh fuck, Zendaya, what the fuck? I was about to say something, but it was that movie where she's like having the fucking orgy at the tennis.
Challenges.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good
Oh,
movie's
see.
like
Is it though?
I haven't seen it. It looks good though.
It's
Apparently the writing, fucking awesome.
writing is
All
good,
seen the
but
same.
it's just it's like, hey, let's
The
do
Devil's Three-Way scene.
50 shades
Nah,
of
good writing.
50 shades of tennis balls. Like it's just
Oh.
it's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna tongue punch your fart box.
Wait. Is
Yeah, yeah.
Zendaya getting whipped? Is
She's-
that what's happening?
Yeah, she's getting
15
like
love.
she's getting like double teamed at one point where she's like sitting there, one guy's tongue
doubles.
in her ear, tongue in the ear, both hands, front and back.
Go to different websites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I want to watch that.
Challenging.
I would never do
I got
that.
It's a
the
good
wrong.
film.
I
I
would
got
never
the
do
wrong
that to
Spider-Man.
Tom Holland's future
Actually,
wife.
I wouldn't
I
say-
respect the man too much.
It's just her. It's MJ and
I
all
just-
three Spider-Man.
I just had the realization so that Tom and Zendaya are going to get married, and then one point maybe they'll have children in the future.
Sure.
And their child is going to have to is going to end up watching all of their films, and it's just like, why is Daddy being railed up against the bathroom wall in a Spider-Man outfit? Do you not see about the person that's been going through and just superimposing Tom Holland on every single
No, I
porno
haven't.
film?
Oh, AI.
But so segue from porn. Paul, talk about Nightcrawler.
I think Gyllenhaal does an amazing job at portraying just the absolute lowest life you can imagine. He creates just such a sense of dread, disgust. You can't believe the level he's going to. And I think he executes it perfectly. And I think because it's not a super well-known film, like if you're in the right circles, everyone's seen it. But it's not a very well-known film. And as we can see, it got buried by some real good shit that year.
Well, I like seeing when you look up a film and you go, "Why? I love this film. Why did it bomb?"
Yeah.
And then you see
Oh.
you're like, "Oh,
Fair
it's-
enough.
It's gone up against this and that. Fuck."
Every now and then you get those like, what year was this? And he was like, I don't know, like 2009. You're like, why didn't it win? Oh, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. I love when you get the opposite too, and you're like, why the fuck did this movie win an Oscar?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, there's
'Cause there
nothing.
was
There's
nothing.
absolutely nothing.
Boss Baby 2. And Burn Wall
So
reading.
why do you hate a man that's just trying to live his life?
Why do you hate men?
Why do you hate a businessman doing business?
He's a scumbag. And also, his camera settings are shit.
Have you seen when this chick got
Technically,
her,
I hate him.
this
his
chick got her
white
head
balance is
blown
off.
off and his
His white
eyesight
balance
was
is off.
absolutely
Yeah.
fucked?
That's hectic. Or even like with the bit when he's like assistant gets shot. And he's like, help me. He's just filming him. He's like, you knew the job, man.
The worst thing is that the
No work has
feeling
come for you, baby.
when you're
Dead.
watching Gyllenhaal in it, you can tell that if this was one rating higher, that his character would have just been rubbing one out every time he had the camera up to his face.
yeah,
But
for
you can
sure.
feel he's like sexualizing.
There's
this,
like an
and it's like,
obsession there. Yeah.
yes.
Tell us about
the
Jonah.
Jonah Hill.
Oh, right.
No, well, like everyone around this table, it was a very unexpected selection for the role,
think we did good,
and
boys.
it
Well done.
surprises us. And the Jonah Hill, he surprised me quite a bit in that he came forth as very intellectual, even though he's been very lowbrow humor in the past. Do you feel like that there's actually a bit of depth to his performance in Moneyball? Like he's restricting himself, saying, "Hey, I don't need to blow it over the top like with Wolf of Wall Street or
It is true.
The-
Math nerds are not funny.
Lord of War
No.
2, and all of his other
Toads.
roles."
Oh,
What?
Dogs of War.
Dogs of War.
That's okay.
It's like Lord of War is with Nick Cage.
Yeah,
Nick
and it was
Cage.
classified as number
Pigs
2.
Funny.
Yeah.
I actually heard something interesting about Lord of War. The fact that they got all the AK-47s and they were like, well, look at getting reproductions of them, fake ones. And they're like, nah, it's just cheaper to get real
Same with the
AK-47s.
tanks, the helicopters, all the
Badass.
They
munitions.
bought all of the things
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
they
right.
just sold them.
Sold them
so
back.
the production company just
And I think
fucking
it was
became
like
arms dealers.
That's so funny.
65% of it went back to the guy who was actually who the movie was based off. He was the
Yeah.
one who was the one who was distributing it for them.
It's
through
like
that.
a Lord
Nolan
of War.
selling all
Yeah.
the corn.
Yeah, apparently the guy that Jonah Hill played in Dogs of War was like really subdued in the movie.
Yeah.
He was fucking nuts
Yeah.
in real life.
I saw the
Ephraim or
interview.
whatever
Was
his
it
name
like
was.
Cracked that interviewed him, or one
Yeah.
of those people? Like,
Maybe, right?
and there's like he's explaining all the parts, and he was like, "Yeah, this part, nothing of like what happened in real life. We just had to tone it down because otherwise, it fucking never
one
would have
believe it.
happened."
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, also, would you believe that he's dating, one of them's dating Anna de Armas?
Who? Miles Teller?
Yeah.
Whoa.
He wasn't attractive then, though. He was just a guy.
this wasn't.
He's
peak
attractive
rat
now.
form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty on par, Paul.
Actually, that was, I think, the first Western movie that Anna de Armas did
It was.
when she
Yeah.
did not
Yeah,
speak
she can
English.
Yeah.
Have you heard that, Dusko?
I did not know
So
that.
she didn't know English. She didn't really understand English at all. She's from Cuba, and she learned everything phonetically.
Fucking
And they
hell.
got like 3/4 of the way through production without realizing that she learned everything phonetically until there was a script change early that morning, and she kept doing the old script and like, no, it's this one, and she just couldn't understand it at all.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's mad.
And then she, like, to be fair, she did a really good job.
did a
She
really
was
good job, yeah.
crammed.
Yeah.
And she did good.
Good on.
Yeah. So I want to apologise to everyone at home first. Normally when Dasco is in charge of running the podcast, it does get a bit fucking chaotic, and I was getting lost in it. There were a lot of tangents in there, and we're getting to the next part, which is where we're going to vote.
I feel like we're well past apologising.
Oh,
for
no, well, I just want to, because
tangents in general.
normally when it's me in charge, we just kind of like, I'm listening, but I'm not focusing. That's why I'm wearing the watch. So
Ah.
it kind of goes off when it gets to a certain point, and
Okay.
I kept ignoring the watch. So it's not working. So the
Good thing you got it, though.
tism.
Oh my god, maybe we need to get you one of those electric dog collars.
Oh my god.
That'd
yeah.
be fucking great. That's my
Yeah.
that's like
sorry,
that's,
vote.
that's my love
Time to vote.
language.
Oh, but the problem is it might ignite something.
It
in you.
is. No, it's my
Yeah.
love language. Just
Yeah,
like
it's getting
like,
electrocuted.
just
Hurt
anything,
me.
anything that's like being like around the throat.
This
like,
table cannot handle a
Wait, do
pounding.
you love to choke or do you love to be choked?
I like to be choked. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like just like
I like to bind, I like to be
that little
bound.
bit of like. So the best way to put it is, in GoldenEye when the Tasha on the top is on top of the guy and he's having the greatest time of his life, and this chick just fucking snaps it. So there's just this moment of like the person who I'm married to is, oh, what if she's like a sleeper agent? And then she just goes like, I'm just like, oh
Very
god.
real fear.
Yeah, no, it's not fair.
Have you asked your wife to reenact that scene?
Oh fuck yeah! She gets like electrical cords in there. Sometimes she like does all of a sudden just like drop some ketamine in my glass.
No.
Okay.
I'm sure she does.
She's going to prison.
She's from WA. That's
a
what they
bit-
call.
Wait, do they have,
that's
do they
cordial
have
for them.
ketamine over
They
there
got
yet?
fucking everything.
No, they
there.
can't afford it.
Just takes a while to get there.
It's just fent.
It just,
gotta wait
it's
a
been
while.
in 12 assholes
So you just
before
gotta-
it gets
it's
to
like
candy.
I'm turning 18 in November. I better order drugs now.
I'm a drug mule. Oh, where do you go? I go from New South
I
Wales,
just
WA.
realised that I looked at the watch because I don't
On the other
normally wear
hand,
watches.
there you go.
Fucking
Dasko looked at the wrong wrist. The empty wrist.
I don't like wear. I don't really like watches.
Oh.
You left-handed or right-handed? Ampy.
Ambidextrous.
He's amputated.
Amputated.
Both
dexterous.
hands and feet. I'm ambidextrous.
You cut him off at any time?
I'd sometimes like throw my right hand out and
Like
give it to a friend
Oscar
if he needs a hand.
Pistorius.
Okay, which
McLaren
which
driver?
hand do you write with?
Both.
You write with both?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
James
Weird.
was today the years old when he understood ambidextrous.
No. Okay. I've known a lot of
Allegedly.
left-handed people. They would much rather be right-handed. 'Cause
So-
if you ever tried to, like, if you knew how to write with your left hand, it's fucked because you keep
Yeah.
smudging everything you write.
Right.
Because you're literally dragging your hand along with what you've just written.
See, it's like a what's the word? It's like a necessity kind of thing that I've built up
Right.
over time. Because I'll be holding something,
Gotcha.
and then I'll be like, I can't let go of
How is
this.
that not whipped out of you
And
as a
then-
child?
Well, no, I can just. I started off dominant with my right hand, but then if I'm holding something at work, like a tape here, and I can't let go of it, I'll pick up my left hand and then write out the measurements with my left hand.
Gotcha.
His
And then
dad was
that
doing
kind
like a wax on, wax off kind
Yeah.
of thing.
He's like,
Hold
pull
that
this
board.
on.
Right
Yeah.
on, right off.
But no, it's not like you can. I look like three different people when I write handwriting. When I focus, it looks good, but then when I just not focus, I look like the scratchings of a fucking dickhead.
Troglodyte.
And then it's both, and then the left hand, it's actually really good.
Nice.
So we're gonna get to the next part.
Yeah. What's that?
Liam, what is your pick for? Who do you think chose the best?
I'd have to go Nightcrawler.
Yay.
Yeah.
So that's one
Hold
vote for
on.
Paul.
Not only because of the performance, but also because nothing, and almost no one's seen it too.
It slipped so
Yeah.
far under the radar.
James,
Nightcrawler.
Paul.
I was originally leaning towards Burn After Reading, but I do think, because anytime I think of the smart Jonah Hill roles, I kind of immediately go straight to Wolf of Wall Street. Legitimately forget he was in Moneyball.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to vote for Moneyball.
Thank you. I'm going to finish out the voting with Nightcrawler. You ripped my dick off the moment you said
he's
it.
going to have such an ego.
The main thing is though, is if he
Wait till I
hadn't
win the
picked-
next part too.
If he didn't pick
He won't.
Nightcrawler and went with Prisoners, he would have still won with Prisoners.
Yeah,
He's
Prisoners is
fucking like Hugh Jackman in Prisoners, just the movie Prisoners in general. Fucking
I
watch
think
Prisoners.
those performances were very well known as being very good.
Prisoners, I think Prisoners is a very you need to see Prisoners.
Yeah. So Paul has won the selection. Great choice, my friend.
Thank you,
did
thank
well.
you,
Very proud of you, Paul.
So now we're going to get to
Good
the
film.
next part, which is the voting for who we
Shit.
think the fucking gypsy fucking bastard cunt is.
I got too into the conversation
I did
again.
too.
I was going to say
I'm going to
that.
open up the voting with Paul. There was the whole correcting me thing. There
It's
is.
just being funny.
I know, but when he did it once, I was like, okay, he's being funny. Then like you Like you were kind of doing a fair bit.
Right.
And then I think I'm definitely going to have to add the jackal as
Man,
your
have you guys
Matrix
seen
2.
Day of the Jackal?
This is just your new one.
Have you
yes.
finished Day of the Jackal though?
Nah, each episode's like an hour, so it's kind of taking me a
So you
minute.
haven't even finished.
I'm like 4 in.
So
What happens if it gets really shit?
I'll stop talking about it.
No, because then I'll turn into. You guys said Day of the Jackal. It starts so good.
Tell you what, don't bother watching Day of the Jackal.
so I'm voting for Paul.
Righto.
Liam, who are you voting for?
I'm gonna vote for you.
Okay.
Right before we like curd back in, you apologized to the audience, and that really
was actually
ticked a flag for me.
because I got brought up by someone that says whenever it's my episode that I'm hosting,
That's fine.
it's just like I just wanted to say that I acknowledge after re-listening
Nah,
that whenever
ticked me.
I'm
We don't do that here.
No, it's
you've
just-
been
We don't
flagged.
listen to our fans. Wait. Is this person giving us money on Patreon?
not yet.
Fuck.
Then we
'em.
don't listen to them.
Okay.
Fuck your cousin.
Are they from
No,
Perth?
it wasn't. No, they're not from Perth. They're
Okay,
from
good.
Newcastle.
Okay. Well,
I just
that's
know
okay
they just kind of like pointed out like things like saying like because he was like I think that if you just don't go chaotic as much when you're hosting, like he's like it gets a bit much when it's like, and I just realized after this I was like shit, I did it again, and I just wanted
I
to
think it's
apologize.
Who's their favorite persona? Who they like?
I'll bring it
Persona.
up. I'll bring it up in the BTS.
Okay.
So then they listen
have to
and then
pay.
they have to pay in
Oh,
order to
good.
find
And
out.
then we
Good.
can listen to their opinions.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah. It's called upselling.
Moneyball, baby.
Yeah.
A hit's as good as a walk.
Yeah. Is a bunt as good as a walk?
It is a bunters. No, it's a hit. A hit's as good as a walk. A hit's as good as a
No,
bunt.
A hit's as good as a walk because you still got on
Yeah,
base.
you got to walk. You got to get
doesn't-
there.
You
No,
might
no,
not get on
no.
base where you.
I thought it was a balk as good as a walk.
No,
No, that's
well,
different.
a balk. Yeah, well, a balk.
No, I
is-
was just trying to remember the
yeah,
line
okay,
that he
right,
kept
yeah.
using.
Anyway.
I haven't watched it in a bit. James, what's your
Paul.
pick? Paul?
I think it's Paul. Because he kept talking about Day of the Jackal.
I am funny.
That's what I'm saying. If it
Has
is
for the
if-
last 4 days.
I know, but I wasn't privy to a
that's
lot
the
of
thing. Is
conversations.
he going
I
like
spared myself.
5D chess and like setting it up?
Nah.
But he doesn't get to pick what his prompts are.
He might do. He might be that guy though.
Yeah. As he snorts cocaine.
Well, he just adds in. He just adds in his own prompt that he wants to talk about.
Talk
that
about
night.
Day of the Jackal.
He's just typed in. He's like, "Yep, Day of the Jackal. I fucking love
Oh,
it."
no, I
no.
got it 3 times. Talk about Day of the Jackal. Talk about the sniper rifle from Day of the Jackal. Talk about Eddie Redmayne.
Well, tell us about the sniper rifle.
I think it was Dasco.
Okay.
I just feel like, yeah, you did this a lot though. You were like, I got pulled up. You did the same. I remember when you said I had a
I know.
council of people. I just think you sit on
No.
a throne of lies.
Oh,
And
not
I
a
choose not to
throne.
recognise
Not
it.
a throne. I'd say a lawn of lies.
It's a lawn of lies, and I
Touch
will have
grass.
no part of it, sir.
Touch grass. So that's 2
She's a
votes for
tie.
me, 2 votes for Paul. That is
Oh,
a
no.
We
vote.
still haven't determined our tiebreaker.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What we do?
Let's just not do that.
Let's do it. We'll
We
figure it
haven't
out.
got
Figure it
I'll
out.
tell you what. If you subscribe to the Patreon, give us an idea.
If you, yeah.
So
Pay for it.
for
You know, it's
future
just gonna be
Dasko that is
fist
putting up the
fight.
BTS, 1, 3, 2.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yes,
Dasko.
I knew it also.
Yep.
What were they? Big guy?
Big dick.
Sorry.
Was one extend the length of the
Did
podcast?
you want to say Big
Because
Tom?
fucking it's long.
The first one was laugh at your own joke, even if it wasn't funny.
That's
and it
just
was
me
the
by default, bro.
all of us.
the millennia. I was like, she won't trump that performance at the very beginning, and then
God.
you specifically said that you should just kill yourself.
I did say just
Yeah.
kill
Yeah,
yourself.
it's
It just- it was a bad
The
joke.
second one was refer to the next segment that doesn't actually exist, and every time it will jump in between every part of the podcast. I was going, we're going to jump to the next segment and doing that one all the way through.
Yeah.
And then
did.
I did it right at the start where I was just like, insist that the audience is rooting for you. When I was saying that Disney had the opportunity to make something great and the audience is cheering for you, it was like right at the start. And I just had to get it out of the way straight away.
Okay.
Um,
Well played.
but yes, before we get to the end, thank you so much. I just wanted to put a moment of silence here. I know James doesn't like us talking about Star Wars, but we want to take a moment of silence for a lovely, beloved Star Wars character that met his end via the hand of Darth Vader in the most recent issue.
Fuck off.
And the fact was he lived fast, but he only believed in money. Thank you for that so much.
Rest in peace, Watto.
Yeah.
in the comic book, is now canon that Darth Vader went back and killed Watto.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I just thought it was fucking
I was so
stupid as fuck.
confused.
But thank you as always for listening. We are on TikTok, Spotify, obviously because you're listening here. If you don't have Instagram, well, what the fuck are you not on Instagram? The comment section is the fucking greatest on Instagram.
That is true.
We have a Patreon. If you can manage to donate $2, we'd be fucking grateful because this table's fucking dog shit.
What table?
And
The bricks.
the
right.
bricks. Yes, we got some stuff
Got
up
some
on
new
the now.
bricks though.
Got some new bricks. We got 3 new bricks. We got them straight from the brick house.
And from the looks of it, it looks like this table is also sponsored by both Domino's and Pizza Inn.
Shit, is that a Supreme brick?
Yep.
It's next to the crowbar.
You know, I've been laundering a lot of money recently.
Fucking crowbar is fucking awesome.
But thank you for listening, and we hope to see you next week. And we haven't driven you off with this crowdy, the burn
Burn noticing.
Pour out your blue milk for Watto.
Yeah.